College flashpoint coming. You ain't really saying nothing. Tap in and hear something. Tap in and hear something. College flashpoint coming. You ain't really saying nothing. Tap in and hear something. Tap in and hear something, yeah. College flashpoint coming. Tap in and hear something. You ain't really saying nothing. You ain't really saying nothing. What's going on, y'all? It's the College Flashpoint, aka the Flashpoint. Man, we had a crazy week, man. How about you? How was your week, dog?
Man, my week was cool, man. I can't complain, Still feeling excited about the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, but so it's cool for me.
All right, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I gotta give you props, man. Your boy's in the jump, man. I can't say nothing about it, man. I'm having a rough week, man. I have a rough week. A rougher week than I thought I was gonna have, man. Like my boy Code Pass is the anniversary of that, man. So I'm struggling. I had to be on like 4 or 5 podcasts this week talking about it. So I thought I was gonna get a little easier after about a year, and it haven't gotten any easier. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Mm-hmm. All right, man. So I got something to show y'all today, man. We gonna jump right into it, man. You see, we got the topics. We're gonna start with Deshaun Watson. Then we're gonna make our way to Brett Favre. Apparently, he's now a GM and making picks. And we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the Eagles. We're gonna talk about everything going on with the Eagles, and we're gonna try to hit Mamba at the very end if I can stomach it. And any other comments that you guys got, we'll be hitting those towards the end of the pod as well. Well, the show. I'm not gonna say pod. This ain't really a pod. This is more of a show now. So, all right, man. So I got something to show y'all. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna pull it up.
Organizationally, just want to reiterate our commitment to Deshaun Watson. He's had a great impact on this organization, a great impact on a lot of people, a great impact on this team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring once we get started. And, we have zero interest in trading the player. We have a great plan, a great vision for him and for this team and his role on our team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard the soundbite. Y'all seen the guy looking like he haven't had no sleep, basically like a little vampire. Like he must have been up all night talking about. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this thing. All right, so sorry, that was weird. So kind of this whole situation with Deshaun Watson. We know that it's been crazy. We know this been like complete chaos and everything, bro. What are your thoughts about them saying this about Deshaun Watson now?
They got a new GM and stuff. So I expect them to say that. It's Deshaun Watson, top three quarterback in the league. Like, why would you want to get rid of him? That would be as stupid as Bill O'Brien getting rid of DeAndre Hopkins. I know it's just. So I expect him to say that. Who wouldn't want to keep a top 3 quarterback in the league? Like, so I understand where he's coming from. It's just everything going on. They jumped right on it. Soon as he was talking about I want to be traded. Like, yeah, top 3. Like, give me 3 better.
Technically. You got to put Patty. He definitely top 5 in the league for sure. I would say because you got some of the guys that's Asian. So yeah, I would definitely say top 5, and he's definitely at the top of those young guys. Like most of those young guys, he's at the top of those guys. He don't have a team either. So we really kind of putting a lot on Deshaun Watson's team. How much? But when he really put the team on his back, like that game against the Raiders, man, dude got kicked in the eyeball and still threw a touchdown, dude. Like like. That's a commercial for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I try to, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else say top 6 right now. Shout out to
better.
I'm saying I'm with you. I'm thinking top 5. If he's at top 5, he might be the 5th one. It just depends on who you get. But they had a lot of good players this year, but some of the players, fell off. So, somebody on there, if you make comments, man, comment your top 5. That's the poll question starting today. Comment your top 5 quarterbacks in the league, and we'll talk about it. But I want to just get into the kind of another part of this that we haven't really delved into yet. But here it is. This is my point. Deshaun Watson, it's not that they want to trade him. You're not going to put him out there if he doesn't want to play. I mean, you can put him out there easily. You can throw him out there, but the position that you need the guy to be committed is quarterback. You don't need that guy running around, not really wanting to play and stuff like that. But if honestly, at the end of the day, who gonna put that quarterback out there that don't want to play? I mean, he don't want to play for them, bro. Like it has nothing to do with the GM or the head coach. It's got everything to do with the organization as a whole. Dude don't want to play for them no more. And that's sad to say because Deshaun Watson has played when in crappy situations. It's like when they traded DeAndre Hopkins had been through 3 quarterbacks. And he still balled. So to trade him shows that they have no loyalty towards the players. It's all about what they think. He says they have no interest in trading him, but the interest ain't on the Texans anymore. It ain't really on them. It's Deshaun Watson. It's the Deshaun Watson show at this point. The ball in his court, for real.
But you already told me. See, this week I think he not like. I don't see him as being a James Harden type guy. I feel like Deshaun Watson. I feel like if you put him out there, he's gonna ball. He's not gonna be not trying to play. I mean, I know he wants to be traded, but he's a winner. So I don't feel unless something changed. But I really feel like if you put him out there, he's still gonna ball out, like, cause he's that type of player.
So we got a list up here, bro. Let's go through this real quick. So my boy Terrell put Pat, Aaron Rodgers, Brady, Lamar Jackson, and Allen, etc. And just to throw some insult to injury real quick, I'm gonna show you this. He'll put Baker up there.
Is he a Cleveland fan?
No, he's not. He's a Colts fan. He's a Colts fan.
Or he a Houston Texans hater.
Nah,
or a Clemson hater. Fan. He know Baker. He know Baker not better than him. Stop it.
I know, man.
If you put Baker up there, you're gonna put everybody. Baker not being a top 10 quarterback.
That's like putting Mitchell Trubisky in there.
Yeah, come on, stop it, bro. He playing. He trying to be funny, bro.
I think so too. But let me check this out. So I will give you Patrick Mahomes for sure. Aaron Rodgers for sure. Those are legends. Brady, hey man, Brady's still playing. I gotta give it to him. Brady in there too. Lamar Jackson is inconsistent. So I cannot put Baker Mayfield. He got to have more than 1 year of consistent good play before I throw him in there. This is a more realistic list from Andre right here. Mahomes, Jackson, Rodgers, Russell, and an uninjured Prescott. Then Watson. Honestly, I don't know. Like I said, the uninjured part of Prescott is a big thing. And to be honest, man, if we're gonna put in some hypotheticals, which I'm okay with hypotheticals, it makes the show better. Hypothetically, let's say they fix Carson Wentz. All right. I know everybody know he kind of been broke for the last year. He haven't had played well. But let's say they fix Carson Wentz and you get 2017 Carson Wentz back. 27 Carson Wentz is in this conversation. And I'm not even a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you straight up. I put Carson Wentz in there in a heartbeat if he's not hurt. You know what I'm saying? If he's not hurt, he's not banged up. And let's say, we're going to get into this in a minute, but let's say they can fix him and put him back together like the 10-man. Or whatever. Let's say they put him back together and they fix him. Then we got to throw him in there. But I don't see. There's not enough. We only have a small sample size of a lot of these guys. And somebody put Lamar. A lot of people putting Lamar Jackson in there. Lamar Jackson is good, and I will put him in some of the conversation. And it could be 5A, 5B. But Lamar Jackson, we saw at moments in the year where Lamar Jackson looked like he didn't even know how to play football no more. Like he legit, like he didn't deserve. When they took his legs away from him and made him be one-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Like
he's inconsistent, man. Like I was saying, this is my list.
Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers. It's between Josh Allen and Watson, and then Lamar Jackson, and then Brady. I'm not putting Lamar Jackson up there because he's inconsistent. Brady balled out, but he's still old. I'm not putting him over Deshaun Watson. And Russell Wilson. Well, no, I put Russell Wilson right after Deshaun. But I wouldn't even put Lamar. I wouldn't even put Russell in there because he's inconsistent. Every season, at the beginning, he's in the MVP conversation.
So go ahead.
He's in the MVP conversation at the beginning of the season, and after that, you don't hear it. They don't talk about him no more. Texans won 4 games. Okay, cool. But come on, man. They had Bill O'Brien as the GM and coach, and they had mad injuries. They was just in the playoffs last year. What are you talking about? They was just in the playoffs.
Listen,
and got out of the first round against Josh Allen. What are we talking about right now? I'm
gonna say this. I need this to be said. Come on, before you get too mad, man, I need this to be said. I want everybody to hear me. Hear me out. Hear me loud, and hear me good. Deshaun Watson has not had a good team yet. The other dudes that we're talking about have way better teams. Like the reason that we talk about Deshaun Watson and they still got him on commercials and stuff with his team being booty is because of his talent, his sheer talent. He's one of those type of quarterbacks where you don't want him to get the ball back again. He kind of remind me, he doesn't have the weapons around him as like a Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes do some incredible stuff. But if I'm looking at the future for who's coming up next with Patrick Mahomes, who they're gonna be talking about with him, it's probably Josh Allen and Deshaun Watson. Easy. I mean, Lamar Jackson, just like he did in college, Lamar Jackson won the Heisman Trophy in the beginning of the year. Like they gave that Heisman Trophy out in week 7. Like that was because of what he had did. But I don't think that you can ever, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can do that, because if you give Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, and you give him a healthy Fuller, because Fuller haven't been healthy ever. Fuller, Kiki QT, these dudes don't even exist for real until he make them exist.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these dudes, they don't exist. Kenny Stills, like who the heck is Kenny Stills? Like
he went to he left. He went to he was with Buffalo if I'm not mistaken. Last week. They picked him up because he got dropped. Man, Terrell, stop it, man, please. Stop it.
Hey man, I'm okay with y'all saying these young guys is coming, but I need more than a sample size, dude. Deshaun Watson been doing it since he been in. He did it in college. He started the rampage in college. And he kept knocking down giants. Like he's not supposed to be in the playoffs, dude. The only 2 players on the Texans that want to play still are JJ Watt and Deshaun Watson. Everybody else are replacements. Like y'all talk about the Eagles, saying the Eagles got a bunch of replacement dudes, but it's the same situation in Houston, if not worse, because they got a whole management situation going on, just like the Eagles. They're the Eagles AFC version. I mean, being for real, they got people quitting, not wanting to play, GM doing crazy stuff, getting rid of players, coaches getting fired, having to find a GM, having to find a coach. Man, listen, I'm gonna say this.
They know Deshaun Watson good, man. He can go to Miami and have them in the playoffs. He can have them in the playoffs this next year. He can go to the Jets and have them better than they was with Sam Darnold. He can go to the Bears and have them go to the playoffs and get some dubs. 49ers, he can probably take them to the Super Bowl of NFC Championship. Like, let's stop playing, man. Let's stop.
I really, if it's up to me, let's say I'm a GM in the NFL and I'm any GM and I'm wanting to get them, I'm the Raiders and I'm going to get them. The Raiders have a perfect system for him. Like it's already Clemson NFL version over there. Why not go get him? You got John Gruden, one of the best offensive minds ever to do it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I think if I'm picking a place for him to go, if I'm Deshaun Watson agent, I'm trying to go reach out to the Raiders and I'm forcing a trade. I'd hate James Harden for what he did, but James Harden, it's about your money. I mean, he got the bread, but if you never win nothing, we're going to have conversations like this about him forever. Oh, is he that good?
It would be smart, to just branch out to Vegas. So, I mean, it's definitely a good look. You know how many fans going to come if he go to Oakland? Like,
yeah. It's Clemson.
Of course, he's not gonna win nothing right now because until Patty gets 40, we're gonna be running the league for a long time.
Hey, well,
but he will be in the playoffs. But of course, he's not gonna win nothing because you got to go through Kansas City.
He do got to go through Kansas City.
That's irrelevant because I mean, yeah, he'll win some games, playoffs.
DW4 to the Rams. Now that's now that's interesting.
I like that, LaBeouf. I like that.
LaBeouf that's tough. That's tough. I ain't gonna mess with you, dog. Like him on the Rams is scary. They already got a stout defense. Imagine if you got to get a ball back to Deshaun Watson every time they go down and stop you or get strip sacks. Man, he'll lead the league in touchdowns. Like, I am not a proponent of saying this stuff about these quarterbacks. I understand the quarterback position is intricate. It's a lot of stuff that go into being a quarterback. But I can't let people off the hook that haven't done nothing either. Like, you got to give me more than the sample size. I like Kyler Murray. I like all these little young dudes. I really do. I like them all. But the Texans cannot hold him hostage. I'm being real with you. They can keep him on the roster, but he's an expensive paperweight at that point. And I know what you're saying. I don't think he would just lay out of games, but at the same time, it's about protecting your brand and protecting yourself. Him playing and getting hurt is going to drop his stock. So I think at some point they're going to have a real serious conversation with Deshaun Watson. I think he's going to tell him, like, I don't want to play here. And it's got nothing to do with the new coach that, you know what I'm saying? I think that they got a new coach, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna move on to the next thing because we're gonna be on Deshaun Watson for a long time. So I'm gonna get off him real quick. And everybody, like I said, everybody taught us their own opinion. I get it, man. Like that's what we want. We want you to have a disagreement. We want you to come on here and speak your mind. That's what this is about. This is the platform to do it. But we gotta be real too. Like Deshaun Watson is a real deal player. Like, and I'm not even saying it because he played at Clemson. I'm saying it because he's real. I didn't see him take down some Giants and win some games he wasn't supposed to win, but. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to hit y'all with the next stuff, man. We're going to move on to something else. Man, y'all done made me mad already. Doggone it, man. All right, check this out. So we're going to put this on the screen for y'all, man. I've been trying to hold this back for a couple days, man, but I want y'all to see it. Look at this guy.
My question is, you know, in the last 3 years in Indianapolis, you had 3 different starting quarterbacks in Luck, Brissett, and Rivers. And I was wondering, how do you think that prepares you for handling the quarterback situation here? I mean, if you have to decide between Wentz and Jalen Hurts, does that mean, you know, that you're obviously not particularly married to one quarterback in particular, that you can kind of go with either one?
I think all that means is that we know how we figured out ways. The job of our football team and our football coaches is to figure out ways to win each game. There's always a way to win each game, and we just have to figure out what it is. So it's the same thing. I mean, I think it's the same thing that we've went through in Indianapolis. We had to figure out a way to win with each quarterback. And we're going to have to figure out a way to not only are we going to have to figure out a way to win with each quarterback, we're going to have to figure out a way to win with each offensive lineman and each running back and each receiver.
Man, that's hard to watch. I'm sorry. That's hard to watch. And if you're an Eagles fan, I have no confidence in that young fella. I don't have any confidence in what he's talking about. Dude can't even get his words out. How you going to lead men? And I know Doug Peterson wasn't the best, you know, public speaker and, you know, articulator, but this dude right here, man, it look like he can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I'm gonna be real with you, and it's not about any of that right now, but I think that you're going into a situation that is extremely volatile, and to say, you know, you had the same situation and with the Colts in Indianapolis, that's completely not true. Like, I mean, 100% not true. And this is not the city where you can guess and get it right. Like, you gotta kind of have your crap together, or they will eat you. They will tear you apart. That's just how they roll. Philadelphia is the one place where you kind of got to have your crap together. You know what I'm saying? And people are saying they can't understand the dude, and I get it. I'm nervous too when I get in front of people. I promise I am. I know a podcast and you do talk shows, but I'm nervous. If you saw my legs, bro, you think I'm about to have a seizure or something. But man, I'm telling you, I just don't believe that he is the right guy for the job, because I don't think he got that tough of skin, and I can already kind of tell it. What you see from that, man?
I mean, he did seem nervous, but you got to think about it. If you look at it's the quarterbacks, so he gonna be nervous. Doug Peterson, he couldn't get his thoughts together when Jalen Hurts was winning games. He still was undecided. He's still in the press conference. He heard me like, But we'll look at that in the upcoming days of who's gonna be the starting quarterback. We don't know right now, and then say it until like Thursday or Friday where Jalen Hurts gonna be the quarterback, because I mean that's a situation. And then we say that we say a couple weeks ago we was talking about how the reason they had let Doug Peterson go, because he really wasn't fond of Carson Wentz. So when the new coach, he probably thinking about that, like, don't let me say nothing crazy about Carson Wentz because they in love with him. So I could understand that he was nervous. I still feel like, I mean, I'm looking at his resume. His resume is okay. I mean, he was with the Colts. He had Andrew Luck, San Diego Chargers quarterback coach. So he was working with Phillip Rivers a lot, and he was with Kansas City too under Andy Reid. So I got some confidence in him.
I mean, yeah, like, so he's a rich was a Frank Rice guy, Frank Rich guy. He was one of those. He's one of his guys. I get it, man. I'm all on board. I think if anybody can do it, it can make it work. It probably could be him. I just don't think he's got the skin to handle the Philadelphia media and fans. I just don't. And that could be, and that's one thing about it. I'm all good for an eager soul. Like, I'm all good for somebody wanting to come in and be eager and wanting to make it happen. I'm all for that. I want him to come in and do something. I live here, and I want the city to have something to smile about. I mean, I'm not an Eagles fan, but I want them to smile. I want the people to be happy. I hate getting on here and, feeling like I got to talk about the Eagles all the time because they're not doing well. But, at the same time, I don't know if he the guy. I think he was the guy that was going to say yes to Howie. Whatever Howie going to want to do, whatever Laurie going to want to do, he going to say, I'm going to make it happen. And
that's what they want. It shouldn't be that way. But, that's what they want. Doug Peterson wasn't that guy, so that's why they got rid of him.
I mean, I think that has something to do with it. And I hate to say this because somebody that I know that I watch on Heat Ratio said the same thing, and I don't want to repeat what they said, but, man, I think they just got them a little puppet boy. And I don't mean that in a messed up way. I just mean it as what it is. I think that he's going to come into the system. He's going to do exactly what they want. I think that that's going to be a team run by a GM. He's just not gonna be calling the plays, but whoever he gonna want to get the ball,
just like the Cowboys. But
oh yeah, and it's like, to me, man. But the thing about it with the Eagles is they got like a two-headed monster issue because Howie and Laurie, I don't know if they own each other team or what they doing. I don't even know if they like each other all that much. But when you got two, at least with the Cowboys, it's all Jerry Jones. So Jerry Jones gonna like Jerry Jones ideas, like what I'm saying, like. Okay, you're not fighting, you're not fighting that way. But with these two guys, you don't know who's calling the shots. Is it Laurie? Is Laurie gonna let him have space to be coach? Is Howie gonna give him space to coach and not hover over him? Or are we looking at Doug Peterson 2.1? Or are we looking at Brett Brown but in the NFL? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Are we looking at Brett Brown in the NFL? So that's going to coddle these guys and kind of make sure that, nobody get their feelings hurt, but still be out here losing. And because you can't lose too long in Philly. I'm just going to be honest with you. You just can't. Like, they punched the police horse one time. Like, I just need you to know that. Like, when they won the championship, they punched the police horse. So the Philly, the fan base, man, they can't take no more BS, dog. Y'all better come with it real. They coming.
The Buff was asking, who do you y'all think should start? It's crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. They paid him so much. I feel like Carson Wentz probably should start for like the first 3 games. Don't give him that much. Don't give him that many games as he did last year. Give him like the first quarter or first three games and see what happens. And then while you doing those first 3 games, they can run the same thing they ran in New Orleans. Just like they was doing Taysom Hill, bring Jalen Hurts in. Man, I feel like they should run it like that. But I think they're doing it.
I agree. I'm not gonna say that I don't agree. I agree. I agree with that. I'm not gonna say that. What I'm gonna say is I am okay with Jalen Hurts playing. I'm okay with him getting some touches. I'm okay with him getting some reps. But quarterback is one of those positions where you can't pull guys in and out. You just can't. Like, it messes with the chemistry. It's like when you were playing basketball and you sub in a whole 5 at one time. Like, that never works. Like, it never in the history of ever has there ever been a team who subbed in 5 players at a time and was successful all year. At some point, it should go on like what the chemistry of the team. Should they both get in at the beginning to make sure and see who kind of performs better? Yes. But I don't think Carson Wentz's psyche can handle that. I don't think he can handle being pulled and put back in, having to prove himself. And it's going to bring me to my next point, man. I wanted to talk about this dude, but I'm going to be real with you. I want to talk about this guy so bad, and I've been waiting because I've been chomping at the bit. Dude, Brett Favre, the GM. Dude, since when did we let Brett Favre become a GM and make any type of decisions that have anything to do with anybody? Like, Brett Favre need to go sit down. So if you don't know what happened, let me explain it to you. So Brett Favre must have been asked, who do you think should be taking number 1 in the draft in his opinion? And to be honest with you, I've never given a crap about Brett Favre's opinion. First of all, I'm not even a fan of the Green Bay Packers at all, 0%. I didn't like Brett Favre. I thought he was a gunslinger, and I thought he was wild. That's just me personally. I like John Elway better. I'm just going to be real. I just like John Elway better. I like them better, and I'm going to be real about something else. If you don't think that you should take Trevor Lawrence number 1 overall, you are a freaking idiot. Like, and I'm just going to be real. And I don't care if he played at Clemson. He could play for the School of Deaf and Blind. He could have played for the 3 Blind Mice. And I would still take Trevor Lawrence every day of the week and twice on Sunday because the dude is that good. He not only looks the part, he's been there before. This dude is poised. He's built for these big moments. I'm going to give it to you. What do you think about Brett Favre dumb talk? Like, it's just his dumb speech.
I mean, yeah, that was definitely a dumb take, man. I mean, come on now. I mean, been so much, man, and we seen his play. We know what he brings to the table. He's a winner. Like, and he plays the position at the best. Like no way you're gonna down Devontae Smith. Yeah, awesome wide receiver. Probably one of the next generation wide receivers. He's gonna be. I give him 3 years. I see him as a top 10 wide receiver, and give him 3 years. I'll say top 10. But no, you can't take no wide receiver over Trevor Lawrence. He's gonna be a top 10, top 5. Well, I say top 10 quarterback in the next 5 years. Trevor Lawrence.
I mean,
and he might be top 5 in the next 5 years. So I'm like, you can't take Devontae Smith over him. That's crazy. And I think I don't know what Favre. I don't know if he has something against the Jaguars, something against Clemson, something against Trevor Lawrence. I don't know why I don't know what made him think like that. Like he was saying like, I see Devontae being a Randy Moss or Jerry Rice. I mean, God, that's pretty high for a wide receiver coming right out of college. You saying he gonna be one of the top 2 receivers of all time? He gonna be just like them? Like, so yeah, I can't believe he said that.
Well,
I almost dropped my phone when he said that.
Well, I have another hot take for you guys, and I'm gonna say it. And I don't care if you guys get mad or not. I just want to say it. You know, I don't care. I don't have a filter. I gotta say it. All right. I believe that in my heart of hearts that Brett Favre and Carson Wentz are the same person. You know why I'm going to say that? Brett Favre did not want competition for his job. When they first drafted Aaron Rodgers, you know, Aaron Rodgers has been on record saying dude was mean to him. Like, he wasn't going to help him. He didn't go out there and try to help him or none of that. And on top of that, Brett Favre didn't elevate his game either to keep Aaron Rodgers off his butt. So subsequently, Aaron Rodgers ends up overtaking him. They trade him to the Vikings. Is that right?
Yeah.
They trade him to the Vikings, and the era of Aaron Rodgers starts. I see that similar to the Tom Brady situation as well with Jimmy Garoppolo. When they go out and they draft Jimmy Garoppolo or bring Jimmy Garoppolo in, Jimmy Garoppolo had one favor from Belichick. Belichick was looking at the heir apparent for Tom Brady, started to try to bring him up. Tom Brady didn't want that competition, didn't want that smoke. Next thing you know, Garoppolo is gone. And you know what's crazy is a lot of times when you start talking to people about certain things, about when you start relating situations to each other, you can see so many similarities when you look at it after a while. Like, and I didn't see it at first. I didn't see the Brett Favre, Tom Brady, the correlation at first. So then I started looking now I'm looking at like Carson Wentz and kind of the whole situation that's going on in Philly. It's kind of giving me those type of vibes because to think about it, why did they play Sudfeld in that last game? Do we know why? Does anybody have any type of weird theory? I was honestly thinking that they were trying to see if Sudfeld could be a viable backup so they could get rid of Hurts. Could he be a viable backup that could come in and score? Listen, bro, let me finish. I'm telling you, think about it. Let me finish. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds wild, but listen, if Sudfeld could be a viable backup for the Eagles, you don't need Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has gotten some value since these last couple of weeks playing. He showed he could play the game. He didn't win that many games. No, he didn't. But the team played on fire. Even though they lost, they still played with more passion. He went out there and created things with his legs. So he had accrued some value. I believe in my heart of hearts that not only did they not want to win the game for the draft spot, but I think they were trying to see if Sudfeld could be a viable backup. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound even crazier, but I think it's spot on, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. If Sudfeld himself could go in and be a viable backup that could come in and produce, you get rid of Jalen Hurts, there's no more controversy with who the quarterback is. It's that simple. There's no more controversy. He goes and Doug Peterson comes out this thing looking clean. Carson Wentz is now happy. You get rid of Jalen Hurts, he moves on, and all is well as far as the quarterback goes. But what happened was it caused a bigger problem because now you're looking like, oh, y'all don't want to win? Y'all trying to break this thing down? Y'all trying to throw games? What's going on? Are y'all rebuilding? What's happening? It caused a lot more things. And I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't see it. I just can't see myself ever looking at one of these quarterbacks and thinking that they okay with their backup. The last time I seen something like this happen was when Aaron Rodgers this last year, they drafted that quarterback and Aaron Rodgers played with his hair on fire. Like he just did. He left no chance for this young boy to get in the game. He just didn't. Like, I don't think the dude ever got in. Do you remember him playing?
I don't remember him ever getting in.
Aaron Rodgers,
I feel like still get rid of here.
Man, Aaron Rodgers is still
throwing touchdowns right now. Huh? You think they will get rid of her?
No, I think they were looking. But man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I've been wrecking my brain thinking about this thing. Aaron Rodgers did what they wanted Carson Wentz to do. That's the hot take.
Yeah, they wanted him to ball out.
They wanted Carson Wentz to feel pressure on him and play great.
That would be pointless though, because they wouldn't have got rid of Jalen Hurts. And I don't see them still getting rid of Jalen Hurts. Yes, Sudfeld came in, but I know it was second round, but they did draft Jalen Hurts just last year. He won them some games. He only played 3?
Yeah, but he won 1 game out of 3. So that's the big joke around here. Like, Jalen Hurts didn't do all that much. He only won 1 game. I get it. Yeah, whatever. Your team was booty.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
he's not Jesus. He's not Jesus.
I don't see them getting rid of Jalen Hurts. And I seen Michael Joe had bring up a good point. He was like, why? I guess owners or coaches don't understand the importance of a good backup. We all say how quarterback is the most important, so it only makes sense to have a good backup. Anyone can get hurt. And I agree. I don't understand that because you look at Philly. Carson Wentz goes down, backup quarterback, Super Bowl champion. First, a backup quarterback won Philly's the Super Bowl, won them the Super Bowl ring. Think about when Patrick Mahomes went down last year and we had to throw in Matt Moore. He won us 1 or 2 games.
True.
Just past when we played against Cleveland. Henny finished the game out for us. So
Yeah.
it's definitely important to get backup quarterbacks. But with that being said, Jalen Hurts, I don't see them getting rid of him. Nah, they just drafting him. Somebody said in the comments with good picks, but I mean they're not gonna get good picks with that because he was a second rounder and he only won one game. So,
all right, here we go. I wanted to talk about this part too. It's the value. It's the value. Like everything is value in the NFL. Everything is about value and what you can get for somebody. Michael said something big, man. Like you said, he said something so big that like we're not really talking about it. Like these backups in the NFL are playing more than ever. Like the backups are playing a lot more than they used to. I felt like quarterbacks back in the day didn't get hurt like they did, like before, like they do now. They just get hurt, like little nagging injuries. Like I'll name a top 5 quarterback right now that hasn't been injured at least 1 or 2 games in the last 4 to 5 years, because I can't name one. Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
and that's because he drinking goat's blood.
Lamar Jackson.
Who?
Hey, I'm just thinking. Yeah, top 5. Everybody. Russell Wilson. I can't remember. Probably the last 5 or 4. Yeah, but
I'm just saying, like, it's not like the quarterback position is a kind of fickle position. You just can't. You can't make this up, man. Like you just can't. Like drafting. These draft picks, like the draft is one of the biggest parts of the NFL. Like if people don't, it's just as big as recruiting in NCAA. If you don't believe me, check it out. Look at the last 5 draft classes of the NFL and look at what those guys are in the NFL now. If you don't believe me, just do it. Humor me. Go look at it. There's some busts in there, but there's a lot of value. The only people that I think have really hit and made a lot of water out of wine is really the Steelers when it comes to receivers. Like they've just found like random dudes like that work at like Piggly Wiggly, or the running joke on Heat Ratio is Burger King. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like cats on Burger King, they work at Burger King, pulling them off the street and say, hey man, go catch some balls from Big Ben or whoever the quarterback is. Like there's not a lot. And then, people like missed out on DK Metcalf. A couple of people missed out on Jefferson this year. Like it's a lot of dudes that they're just missing on. Like, and I don't know if the GMs need to go back and revisit a lot of these draft projections or go actually watch the games. Because I don't think a lot of these draft guys are watching the games. I think they're going off of what happens in the combine. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Combines mean absolutely freaking nothing. Like to me personally, anybody can prepare for the combine. Anybody can go run, work on their speed for the combine. But it's a different thing to be in the game. Like, we all know that Cheetah is fast. Everybody knows that dude is a blazer. Everybody knows it, but you don't account for his twitchiness. You don't account for his route tree. You don't account for him being able to catch it out the backfield, run it, throw it. He's just a great athlete, and the combine does not show that. It only shows you how fast he was. So, to be real with you, if we're going to be 100, DK Metcalf was the biggest. I'm going to say it again. He was the biggest miss for like 31 other football teams in the NFL. And so we need to start looking at our talent scouts. Drafting is everything in this league. Draft position is everything in this league, because it takes you from being able to get one of the top guys coming out of college to being one of these poop butts that legitimately just got a good name and came from a good school. That's it. We watch enough college football to know that. So, who is your sleeper? Like, who is your sleeper for this draft? Because I wanted to throw it out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Who is going to be your sleeper
for this draft?
Yep.
Because I got mine in my mind. Sleeper, and we talked about it. It's crazy that it's crazy he come from my, the college I like, but Olave, because I feel like he gonna be a sleeper. They got him going second round, bottom of the first. I feel like he's gonna be a sleeper.
True. That's a big fact, man. I was gonna use him, but I got a secondary guy. A secondary guy. They are talking about him, but we didn't get to see him. He's not really so much a sleeper. He's not really so much a sleeper. But I am going to tell you this right now. And there's some guys putting some stuff up here. Patrick Surtain, Amon, Rashae Brown. Yeah, he's going to be good too. So check this out. The sleeper of this draft, we did not see him play, is Ja'Marr Chase. You have heard it here first. Ja'Marr Chase will be better than Justin Jefferson next season. He will be the best receiver in that class. He's the best receiver. And I know there's all this stuff about Devontae Smith. I get it. I hear it. Jalen Waddle. I get it. I understand. I hear it. Listen to me.
But can you call him a sleeper? Can you call him a sleeper though? Because he's going top 5, top 10. Sleepers would be somebody that's going low that you don't think people don't think they're gonna ball out.
But he's not going to be the first receiver off the board. That's what I mean by.
He's gonna be the second.
He might be the third because they put in. From what I've seen, some people got Jalen Waddle going above him. Hey man, speed kills, bro. Listen. I'm telling you this right now, and I say my second receiver sleeper would be Justin Ross if he was playing this year. Had Justin Ross played this year, listen.
But he coming back, right?
He coming back to Clemson, so he'll be back at Clemson next year. But there's a lot people forget, man. When you don't play a whole year, like Micah Parsons and all them dudes didn't play this year.
Yeah,
like they didn't play, so we don't. But think about what they've been doing for a whole year. They've been getting stronger and bigger. Like Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts need to change his stuff. He don't need to be a tight end no more. Kyle Pitts need to be a receiver.
Okay. Yeah, he was balling.
He was balling. So look at it. Look at it from that perspective. Look at it from a perspective where you're saying, okay, sleepers don't always have to be this. You're just going to take Devontae Smith because he's the Heisman. And I'm not saying he's going to not have a great year, but I think you're going to have to gain a lot of weight because
What about Hubbard? Is he leaving?
Yeah, Chuba supposed to be leaving too, but I think Chuba's going to be second off the board behind ETN.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use him as a sleeper, I guess. I think that's good. I think you could use him off the board, but I'm telling you, man, Ja'Marr Chase he heads over heels better than anybody because of his sizing and speed. They're not putting him up there because Devontae Smith played this year and enamored everybody, and that's cool. But you gotta remember that Devontae Smith is really just Ja'Marr Chase from last year.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, listen, he's Ja'Marr Chase from last year. I mean, Ja'Marr Chase from last year was Devontae Smith because that team that LSU had was the same exact team that Alabama had. It's the same team. It's really you change a couple players, change a couple names on the back of the jerseys. You could put them in the same thing. They could do the same. They literally the same player. I mean, is Mac Jones Joe Burrow? No, probably not. But is he throwing heat seekers like Joe Burrow did? Yes, he did. They went out there and murked Ohio State. That's like LSU murked us the year before. And in the year before that, Trevor Lawrence going murked Alabama. So it's not like, we're saying this a lot. And that was with Justin Ross. So think about what we just said. Justin Ross, Ja'Marr Chase, and Devontae Smith. We just broke it down. That's it.
Yeah.
Justin Ross was Ja'Marr Chase, and Ja'Marr Chase was
Devontae Smith. Yeah.
So I got some stuff right here. I'm gonna hit this one. I'm gonna let you take this one. Third best QB coming out of college right now.
Third best QB.
It's gonna be an easy one for me, so I'm gonna let you take it.
It gotta be your man, Zach.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Ooh, I got him too, dog.
He's not going over Justin Fields. People want to. I've seen the draft projections, but I think Justin Fields gonna show out in this combine, and he gonna end up going top 2, just like they had it.
All right, so I think the third quarterback taken is going to be Justin Fields, but not for the reason you think. I think because I think that Wilson is going to end up going to Atlanta. I mean, I think that Justin Fields is going to Atlanta. I don't know. I think they got the 5th pick.
4th, I think.
4th pick.
Yeah. And
the jury's still out on Miami if Miami's taking a quarterback or not. So we don't really know what Miami is doing either. So we don't know if they're going to try to trade for Deshaun Watson. We'll know what's going to happen. So this is like in a very crazy offseason. But from what I know so far, I think that I would go ahead and humor to say that Justin Fields will drop to Atlanta. Wherever pick, if Atlanta has the second pick and they have not taken a quarterback, I think they will take Justin Fields. Just because I think that they have run their course with their quarterback in Atlanta. I just think that he hasn't done anything. He hasn't been able to materialize anything, and they got too many weapons for them to be booty like they are. They just do. With Julio and all them, they just got too many weapons. And I think if you add Justin Fields to Atlanta, it'd be like what is it? Michael Vick 2.0.
Yeah.
That would just be what that would be. I mean, he run when he got to, but he's also got an arm. So I would love to see Justin Fields go to Atlanta and punish the league. I would even love to see Trevor Lawrence get them type of weapons. Man, if I give him Julio and Ridley and Gage and got early and out, man, cancel Christmas, dude. But here we go. I got something else for you. So Lawrence Milton said, will you take Chase, Surtain, or Smith at pick 6 for the Eagles? Okay, that's what he'll take. Honestly, I don't think you could go wrong with Chase or Smith. I just don't believe that the GM for the Eagles will pick anybody of any type of with any type of skill. So I'm thinking he's going to probably take Sarah Fuller at 6. I don't know if that's going to.
Is that O-line?
No, that's a girl, that kicker from Vanderbilt. I just don't feel. I'm gonna be real, man. They just make terrible decisions, bro. Like right there,
they gonna get a receiver, man, because they gonna have to. They tried to get a receiver last year that nobody knew of. I mean, some people knew. Some people
I knew him for
knew,
a kick returner. I know him for a kick returner, man.
Yeah, but come on, like, man, y'all gonna pick him, so they gonna bounce back. They gonna bounce back and probably get a wide receiver. Chase. Them boys might be gone before the end of. Both of them really might be gone before the.
That's what I said. That's what I've been telling everybody. I was like, I don't think they're gonna be on the board because it's probably gonna be 2 receivers and 2 quarterbacks taken in the first 4 picks because they keep saying Penei, Sowell gonna go first, but I don't see no offensive lineman being taken in the first 5 picks. This is an offensive heavy draft. You got quarterbacks and skill positions. These offensive linemen, that goes for weaker drafts that don't have this fire. Like there's probably like 5 or 6 quarterbacks that could possibly go in the first round and could all be decent quarterbacks in the NFL. But because of where we at, that's just where we at. And somebody just said like LaBeouf. LaBeouf just said is Mac Jones a first rounder, and I'm saying yeah. I say why not? Why not? He's already proven that if you give him an offensive line, you give him a system that he can work with, he can produce. He just had one of the next best year as Joe Burrow did last year. So the dude can throw. It's just that he's in a class with some real juggernauts. I mean, how unfair is it to be in a class with Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, all in one class, and then on top of him? That's not a fair. Yeah. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. So, like if any other draft, Mac Jones will probably be the first guy taken. Just
Mac Jones, he might go to New England.
I know. That's scary too, though. You know what Belichick like to do, bro? He like them system quarterbacks, man. He really do. Brown from Bama. Oh, the big boy, the defensive lineman? Or are you talking about the running back? Because that's Harris. Now Harris gonna be, and that's another sleeper.
Yeah, I was crazy. I was thinking because when you said Chubb, I know he didn't play, but Harris might go high. Our boy Sermon, he might go high.
I know
he might be a sleeper.
I know. I've been thinking about that too, man. So Sermon really he did his. I mean, he played at Oklahoma, right? He was at Oklahoma, right? Before.
Oklahoma, yeah.
So he was at Oklahoma, and he kind of got overshadowed. He kind of got overshadowed and stuff by those guys. And I don't know, man. Like this draft is so offensive heavy. That's what I'm saying. Like all these dudes are beasts. Like it's nobody that I'm looking at because I watch the game. I watch college so much that I can't. I mean, I see the flaws in their games, but these offensive players we done talked about so far, they all got so much. They got so much juice. Like Najee Harris is a beast. And also your guy Sermon is a beast. Like like yards after a hit after contact, he played well. So I mean, it's a ETN is good. Chuba Hubbard is good. I mean, you got a lot like them four right there. They could possibly go in the first round or early second round, depending on who need a running back.
Oh, he must be talking about that big boy.
That big offensive tackle.
Yeah, like 380.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could be the dude. We ain't talking about Dylan Moses.
I was gonna say, seeing something in the comments saying when how many years Zach Wilson started. Looked like he only started his whole season this year. Because the last two he started, I think last year he started 9 and his freshman year he started 7. So his junior season, that's when he started a full year. Oh yeah, that's what we was talking about. Olave from Ohio State.
Olave from Ohio State is definitely that guy.
Sermon,
and Trey Sermon. Actually, man, and I'm not gonna say I know y'all. I know you don't think that highly of Master T, but he's a specimen, dog. Like I don't know. I mean, the league has gone away from having these super big, huge, muscular backs, but
he remind me of Benny Wells at Ohio State.
True.
He remind me of somebody like Benny Wells or something.
He remind me of a bus. He remind me of like a bus that like. But an in-shape bus, like you gave like Jerome Bettis, like you let Jerome Bettis hit the weight room and he lost the belly, and that's who you got, Master T. So I think Master T gonna probably have a good year if he have a good combine. I mean, it's just a lot, man. We could go through these names all day long. We could really delve through these names all night, but it's gonna be difficult. Let's see. Somebody said he reminds him of Brandon Jacobs. And I think Master T is kind of like, bro. I think he's more like a Derrick Henry with not that much speed. Like Derrick Henry got more speed than him, but he remind me of kind of like a bruiser. Man, I know you don't like Master T, man. You just don't like him. I get it. Like you don't like him. He your guy though.
I guess, man. I guess it's hard, man. Like when you backing up J.K. Dobbins, that's tough because J.K. was a problem and he gonna be a problem in the league. So, guess like when you look at like J.K. Dobbins, it's kind of hard to back. So, I don't really got no love for him.
And look at what they did with Taylor in Indianapolis. Like, look at Taylor, bro. Like, Taylor is a problem.
Yeah,
he's a problem. So, man, I got one more thing to hit you with, man, and we're gonna get up off here unless we get some more questions and concerns and comments. But all right, man. So yesterday, like I told you, it was rough for me. Been rough for me for the last couple of days. I've been having a hard time. I'm a big Kobe fan, so I've been having a lot of like residual mourning and grief. I would say I feel like I've been really sad. And so what I did, man, is I went and I looked at a whole bunch of like different Kobe shoes because I was a big Kobe. I had them ones that look like space boots.
Yeah,
so
you
remember how we thought them was so crazy? And I went back and I looked at some of these Yeezys that I guess they're supposed to be like literally space boots or something.
Yeah.
And, people thinking them shoes are so crazy, but people really legitimately went out and bought them Kobe 2s because I had a pair of them from when he was with Adidas. So
yeah.
Pay homage to Kobe and the mom, but I know he didn't end up with Adidas, but I wore my Adidas hoodie for Kobe in them second Adidas, man. What is your favorite Kobe moment, man?
Man, favorite Kobe moment gotta be the 81. I mean, you just gotta go straight. Yeah, I mean, you gotta bring it back, man. Just I got to go straight to the 81 points. Now, granted, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I watched Kobe, but I really wasn't a fan of Kobe because he used to kill every time, and back then it was like, oh, Kobe and Jordan. They used to try to compare him, and that's why I really didn't really show love to him because I was showing love to Jordan. Well, now I'm showing love to, LeBron, but I'm just saying, Jordan, like, I never really was like that guy to really be a fan of Kobe. Now, what he did for the game is crazy, but I would have to go to the 81 points and back to the shoes, man. You know, they had just dropped the Grinches like last month.
Yeah.
And, you know, I ain't caught, but, you know, I probably, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to probably just go ahead and put them in my collection, man. I think those are cold. Those are cold, the Grinches, man.
Ooh, the Grinches. All right, that's cold. That's cold. I can't lie. That's cold. So, all right. So you remember, so my favorite Kobe moment, man, and a lot of people not going to remember this, but I remember it very well. So there's a move when, so Kobe Bryant was at the free throw line, right? And he must have hit the free throw. He hit the first one. He was about to shoot a free throw, man. My man was paying homage to Michael Jackson. So he darn hit him with the moonwalk and then shot the free throw, hit him with the little one of these in the game.
Oh, no, I ain't peeped that. I gotta go check that out.
So he did it in the game. That's one of my favorite Kobe moments. And also when it's a play in the finals when they playing Portland. I don't know it might have been the Western Conference final. They playing Portland, and Kobe must have broke down the defense. And it looked like he gonna shoot this runner, but instead it's an alley-oop to Shaq. And then Shaq go down the court with his arms like that, pointed. Like
yeah.
Favorite moment as a Kobe Bryant fan is as a pass.
Are you talking about when Shaq run down like this and stuff?
Yeah.
The alley.
That is my favorite Kobe play / favorite Shaq play, because that play, man, it's iconic.
It was.
It's iconic because everybody like, oh, Kobe didn't broke the defense down. Oh, he got it to the middle. No, oh, he got to shoot that. He got to shoot a runner. They say no, he just plopped that mug up to Shaq. He just dunked that thing down and then go down the court like with the face.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah,
I will forever remember that. I will forever remember that. If you guys have any other Kobe Bryant crazy moments, this is also another crazy from Jason Sullivan when he faked the ball at Barnes and Barnes didn't blink. Like there's if you guys don't remember, if you guys have any time on your hands, if you're a real sports fan, if you're really into sports, go take a listen to the All the Smoke podcast. There's an episode on there with Barnes. He talks about how he met Kobe for real, how they ended up being teammates. And he basically, to paraphrase it, he said that anybody that was crazy enough to F with him, he wanted to play with him. You know, like they basically almost hit him in the face with the ball. Like Barnes almost hit Kobe with the ball. He didn't even blink.
Yeah.
He just like stood there like he was almost like a.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You know, that's the thing, man. He had that Mamba mentality, man, that crazy, like you don't know really where he got it from, but he just was crazy like that. So to me, that's what made Kobe Kobe. He was just crazy enough to do anything. Crazy enough to score 81 points. Crazy enough to try to fight Shaq. Crazy enough to try to do any of this stuff, man. But that's what made him a killer, and that's why we still talking about his game and what he did and all that, man, and everything that he did to push the game forward for females. In basketball, man, like I said on my last pod, I really do believe that I'm a big proponent of female basketball, and I say it because of it's the fundamentals that's involved in it. Like guys are trying to dunk, man. You know, we big Duke and North Carolina fans. You know, we looking for the next Vince Carter. We looking for the next Grant Hill and Dante Jones and Hansborough. We looking for those guys that can really like get up and do something. But the fundamentally sound part of the game is gone away. But in the female game, it's ever present because they only focus on the fundamentals. So
that's what I was thinking, man. It's sad, man, because you think about it, like his daughter was so nice, and she probably was. I mean, there's some good ballers out here, but having Kobe as your pops, she probably would have been ahead of her time. Like she probably was already ahead of her time. So like, already looking at going to Connecticut, like. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be thinking like that. I see I had asked a question. It was somebody at first. It was like, who you think and it probably had to be like Kuzma or somebody. It probably had to be Kuzma in the pit. Cause
hold on, let me see. Like who should the Lakers trade to get Bill?
Yeah, I'm like, they probably have to be Kuzma and somebody, Kuzma, another, and probably a first rounder.
I don't think Kuzma got enough. I don't think Kuzma got enough juice. Like, you don't have enough value in Kuzma. Kuzma don't really bring that to the ball game, bro. Like, he a bench player at best.
No, he can start.
Who is he better than? Who is he better than that you would start him over?
Small forward. Man, he can go to Washington and start.
But you got to give up Bill. You got to give up all your assets to get him over there.
That's what's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to trade. They to get Bill. They'll probably have to do like the Nets and trade a couple of first rounders.
Yeah,
that's probably what they'll do. They'll just do like the Nets and trade a bunch of first rounders. But to be honest, whoever they trade, I just hope they trade somebody because I'm ready for Bill to get out. I'm ready for Bill to get out of Washington, man.
I know, man. It's like
the man putting up 40 points. He putting up like he averaged the most in the league, and they the worst team in the East.
So hold on, so I'm about to ask you a question. It's a serious but not so serious question. Is Bill Allen Iverson in Washington?
No, because Allen Iverson took his squad. I mean, his squad. You can't compare him to Iverson. Iverson took his squads to the NBA championship. He always had them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's only one time.
He had them in the playoffs every year.
True. I'm not saying like I mean like as far as his scoring capability. I mean, you can say the same thing about Booker in Phoenix. Because I guess they probably.
Oh yeah, Bradley can score at will. If we're talking about scoring capability, yeah, he's up there.
I'm saying I think he's Iverson. I think he has the scoring ability to that Iverson. And I know people don't want to believe it because there's a size gap or whatever. Iverson was probably like barely 6 feet tall. I get it, and I haven't really seen nobody ever be able to stop Bill. Like just never. Like whoever they put on him. So
he's leading the league in scoring.
Literally leading the league in scoring. Like, and he's going up against KD and the same dudes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We had an hour. We had an hour, man. We didn't made it to an hour, and I got one. And now that you didn't say this, I got something else to ask you. All right, so like say hindsight being 2020. All right, if you could put any team together with any stars of our childhood. So I'm 32, so I would have some Jordan people in, like some Jordan era people, some Kobe era people, and then I'll have some of the LeBron era people. If you can make a starting five, no, you can make a game. You get to have a pickup game with 10 players. Who are you taking on a 10-player team? NBA pickup game.
Our generation?
Yeah.
Brian, Jordan, Kobe, Brian, Jordan, Kobe, Shaq.
Is that all on one team? Because I don't think that is fair. Whoever they play, they gonna punish.
I mean, we talking about that. You just got.
Oh, you just naming players? Okay, I got you.
You just naming players. So, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Shaq. I'm throwing Curry up there.
Ooh.
Harden.
Ooh.
KD.
Ooh.
Iverson.
I thought you was gonna miss Iverson. I was about to be mad.
Ooh, my last two. What? Last two.
I'm gonna see how real you are with the next pick.
Ooh. Tracy McGrady.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna get my man T-Mac.
I think my last pick. Last pick. Man, I don't even care, bro. I grew up. This is my picks. That's my favorite player all time. So I'm gonna just throw Vince in there. I don't even care.
Okay. All right, bet. All right. I got respect there. All right. So I'm gonna start. You know, I got the GOATs. I got MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. Not in no order for anybody to jump on my head. It ain't no order. They just in the order that they came in the game. Yeah. So I got in mind. I'm putting this up for a reason.
Ooh,
now I'm gonna add AI.
See, got Timmy.
Shaq, Tim Duncan, KG. Yeah, you forgot KG too. Yeah.
I forgot.
KG. I'm taking Harden out. I'm putting Curry in because he's a generational talent. I'm putting KD in, and I got one more player. Martin said Barkley. I just can't throw Barkley in there, man. He was undersized. I can't throw him in there. And I'm not saying because he didn't win the chip. It's got nothing to do with the chip. So before anybody get on my head, has nothing to do with the chip. And I'm gonna throw in. This is gonna be an old school cat. I'm throwing in Scottie Pippen, dude. Pip dog.
I was thinking about Scottie, man.
Scottie. I'm throwing Scottie. Scottie got crazy. Somebody said Dirk. I didn't think about Dirk either. Dirk was nice with it.
Man. Yeah,
it's just too many. It's just too many. It's literally too many. Because you could put it however you wanted to put it. And then if you had two teams, like you had two captains, you could kind of branch them off and see what would be the best team. But honestly, I don't know.
Man, you think about it, man. I'll be thinking about it like our generation. Like, we probably gonna go down. Like, it'll probably go down in our generation as the best NBA players. Like, it's basically like people talk about 3 GOATs. Like, sometimes people say LeBron, some people say Jordan. All of them played in our era, in our generation. Like, it's crazy. Like,
man, somebody said D Wade. You know what? I don't know. Man. I don't know if I could put D Wade in there over in good conscience because there's too many shooting guards. You got to think his shooting guards he up against will be Kobe, Michael Jordan. Like he will be up against those shooting guards. I can't put him in over them. He's not a small.
I know I threw James Harden in there, but James Harden is a better scorer than Wade. So it's not being.
Not better player, not better all around player. Dwayne Wade would take it from Harden because he can play defense.
Yeah.
Just like because I quit. Like in my mind, I equate
AI, Kobe, MJ, Bron, T Mac, KG, Duncan, Shaq, Prime, Dwight. Is that DT or D12? Is he talking about Dwight?
I don't know who is D12. Who is D12? LaBeouf. Let us know who D12 is. Clay off the bench. Ooh, throwing Clay on the bench. It was a bench player. All right, I'll take that. I would take Clay off the bench. That was our fun little segment, man. I try to throw you a curveball every so often, man. I know I don't tell you about everything we're gonna do before we get on here, but But I think that was legit. We need to do that again. I think we should next time we can do. I'll give you some time to research this one, but we're gonna do top 20 players in the NFL in the last. You got our generation to do it.
So since 1990, basically.
Yeah, so you got some of the 90s all the way to now.
Okay, top 20
pick for next week, guys. Coming up, you will hear from us. Heat Ratio, College Flashpoint, aka Flashpoint show will have the top 20 players. NFL.
I like that. I mean, because I know I love that because I know we're gonna be talking about this Super Bowl weekend. So I know we're gonna be talking about football preview of Buccaneers and Kansas City. So that's gonna be good.
And before we get off here, because I said we're gonna do it like an hour 15, hour 20. Before we get off here, man. First of all, Kamardi, congratulations. I know I don't get to tell you this all the time, man. Congratulations. Your Chiefs have made it again. And I kind of wanted it to be Rodgers. I had my own selfish stuff. I wanted to be Rodgers because I could watch that, crazy State Farm commercial that they was gonna have. But I will definitely say that I think what I was gonna say is, man, that I am excited to see Tom Brady. I'm excited to see what he do because in every Super Bowl that I've ever seen him play, except for one, I've watched him come out victorious. So I mean, well, not every single one, but for the most part, I've seen him be, pretty dominant. I would love to see Patrick Mahomes win another one. Because I like Patrick Mahomes. I believe in the kid. I think he's good for football. I really do. I do believe that. I mean, a lot of people hate on Patrick Mahomes. He in the AFC, so we got to deal with him no matter what. But I will say this, man. Patrick Mahomes is with all this crazy stuff going on in the news with these players beating on women and stuff, man, and getting into this stuff, man. I really do. I think Patrick Mahomes is a perfect example of a young man. And, you know, I don't take that lightly. I don't take, you know, kids, you know, getting to see role models and stuff. Like, we grew up seeing, like, we never saw Kobe getting no real trouble outside of that stuff in Colorado. And we never did really see Michael Jordan getting any type of trouble except for his gambling, which you know, he can't stop gambling. That dude just said he'll gamble. He'll gamble over cereal. And LeBron, he's kept his nose really clean his entire career. So, man, I am hoping, and it's the same thing with Tom Brady, man. I'm hoping that we get to see a classic. I know you don't want one. I know you want to blow out. And you know, I don't think you're gonna get it, but I want to see a great game, and it will be great to watch Tom Brady pass over the torch to Patrick Mahomes for the second time in a row.
Yeah, it's crazy you say you want to see a great game. I know you were saying that last week, and you probably changed the channel earlier early when we was playing Buffalo. You probably changed it early.
Bro, don't tell me you didn't think that was gonna be a better game though. I knew y'all was gonna win, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we definitely beat our yeah, man. It's a good say it. GOAT right now versus future GOAT. I keep saying it.
All right, so now right quick before we go, this is the last thing I promise. This is the last question, because it's gonna bring us into next week getting ready for the Super Bowl. If Patrick, give me the headline. If Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, what is the headline?
Headline: Patrick Mahomes takes over. Patrick Mahomes takes over as the GOAT.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna make the headline if Tom Brady wins. If Tom Brady wins, the headline in the USA Today is GOAT. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Just GOAT. No other words. No nothing.
Yeah.
4 letters, superimposed letters that stick off on the paper. There's nothing else on the front page of the USA Today except for a picture of Tom Brady holding up the trophy, maybe kissing his beautiful wife and kids, and it just says GOAT. And I think if they win, Tom Brady says, "I'm retiring. I'm out." I took a team that was that nobody cared about, even had a team anymore, and that's just where we at.
Baby GOAT surpasses the GOAT. I like that. Baby GOAT surpasses big GOAT. I like that, LaBeouf.
Okay, I'm down with that. I can buy that. What's left if Tom win? If Tom win, nothing. Even if he loses, nothing else left. It's nothing else left because I don't see him avenging a loss to Mahomes, because Mahomes is not, his team isn't getting worse, they're getting better. Because we wasn't talking about N'Keal Harry. No, I mean Hartman and all them. We wasn't talking about Hartman and them a couple years ago. It was Sammy Watkins. He was the next guy. But to me, Hartman is, if not the second in that receiving core outside of Kelsey and Tyreek Hill, then any return kicks. And he's a kick returner over Tyreek Hill. Think about that. He's the kick returner over the Cheetah. So it only leads me to believe that these guys have weapons that we've never seen. They've run plays this last 2 weeks that I haven't seen them run ever. Man, my man threw an underhand underscreen. Like, who does that? It was like, one of them. Like, I thought it was Millie rocking, dog. I didn't know what he was doing. Bro, threw a pass. They're just getting better. They keep reloading. Edwards-Helaire, man, dude was a beast at LSU. I don't know how he ended up falling in their lap, but come on, man. Hey, this ain't fair, man. Y'all went out and got Le'Veon Bell. He don't even get to play. Le'Veon Bell is a bench player now, dude. Think about that. Dude is like, he might not even be the third back on the backfield right now.
He not. I think he probably third, but he not second.
Listen, bro, like, I'm just being real, dog. Like, come on, man. Y'all,
then we bring back Damian Williams next year.
That's what I said, man.
He set up because of COVID.
Listen, bro, like, I hate saying this, and this hurts me to say this, man, but my Steelers will probably never see another championship as long as Patrick Mahomes plays. I don't care what nobody say. I don't see it, man. Barring something major happening to Kelsey or Hill or Hartman or anybody they pick up off the streets of Kansas City, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them being. I don't see somebody beating them, man. Man, doggone it. This is terrible, dog. Like, it's a sad day to be a Steelers fan, bro. Like, I'm catching them. And then when they went and signed your boy, dog, Haskins, what we gonna do with that dude?
Starting QB.
Hey, stop it. Cut that out, bro. But stop. Hey, man, listen. We had fun with y'all tonight, man. We laughed. We tripped. We did a lot. We had some hot takes. Honestly, man, we appreciate everybody. Heat Ratio Network for having us on there, giving us the
always,
platform.
Always. Yeah.
You know, Marty, man, thank you, man, for always being the co-host, man, and bringing the heat. Even though you don't really want to talk about when your team lose, but it's okay, man. We all got flaws, bro. We all got flaws. And man, to next week, man. Like I said, next week the show gonna be real big. It's gonna be another fun show. We're gonna have comment interaction with you guys as well. We're gonna get into the Super Bowl, prepping for the Super Bowl. We're gonna give you that top 20 list of all players from the 90s to now. And we're only gonna be able to do 2 quarterbacks. So you only get to pick 2 quarterbacks. It's gonna be like fantasy football. You only get to pick 2 quarterbacks.
Only 2 QBs.
Yeah, man. You don't get to pick a team full of quarterbacks. How you gonna get to pick a team full of quarterbacks? Tell me what sense do that make?
You ain't say making a team. We just said top 20 players since 1990.
Dude, you can't have a team full of quarterbacks. It's just not right.
Are we talking about a team or are we talking about just players? You just said top 20 players.
Man, why are you arguing with me on this? Like, you get 2 of each. We'll break it down later on. I'll see you in the text. But listen, right now, it's going to be 2 quarterbacks, maybe 3 at the most, influential. And if it ain't, you know what I'm saying, we just can't be having a whole bunch of quarterbacks. That's not going to be fun. We got to look at more stuff than that.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna have a team full of players, defense and offensive players, top 20. If you guys get your top 20 list in to me, or if you want to go through Twitter or Facebook or whatever, send it to me early. We'll try to get them thrown into a graphic and put on the show. Just give me your @. We'll start shouting you guys out. And I appreciate everybody for being on. Man, you got anything to add before we get off here?
No, it's been real, man. Thanks again for having me as a co-host. Thanks for everybody in the comments. We appreciate every week all the love y'all been showing us. It's been real.
It's been real. All right, man. Till next time. Deuces.